called your name, the kind of first thing you said was the emotions, were pretty strong. You've had a little bit to contemplate here. What does this mean to you, and what were the emotions kind of running through you?
Man, it just means a lot. I think, seeing my family and, I guess the road, of the highs and lows of the minor leagues, the highs and lows of the major leagues, success and struggle and, injury and all that. So, when you get these milestone moments, I think it just becomes a overwhelming rush of emotion sometimes. And my family was around and seeing them so proud and so nervous, watching the TV, so a lot of those things just kind of piled up, man.
I think it was in 2019, you talked about not wanting to talk about the knee anymore. But you said the more you play and the healthier you are, the less we'll talk about it. So we haven't talked about it in a long time. But, I mean, from back then, July 19th, 2016 till now, I mean, can you even describe the journey that it's been in? I mean, you went basically almost 3 years without really playing very much.
Yeah, it's hard to describe, man. I think it's just, something that, when I look back on it up to this point is just, such a whirlwind of emotions, such a highs and lows, thing that I think it just teaches so much perspective. And I just ultimately appreciate that perspective. That's when I think about it. And that's kind of the way that I try to look at it, and it's definitely weird. It's definitely not a conventional way, or a conventional path, but, I think it's just, it's a lot of lesson in that. And I try to appreciate that, which is the, keep plugging away, keep chipping away and, put your head down and work as hard as you can.
Did you ever have a moment where you think you weren't going to make it back, or did you say, damn it, I'm never going to be the same again? Or did you always know that you would find a way back?
I always believed I'd find a way back. I think naturally doubt, kicks in sometimes. You always have doubt, when you're dealing with things that you can't see the future. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel sometimes. So, it got dark, but ultimately I just try to keep it day by day.
Kyle, did you get a chance to hear from some of your teammates, not only from this year and the year before, but throughout your journey? And if so, what are some of the things that they're telling you that remind you of the journey that you've been through to get to where you are now?
Man, I've gotten a chance to, speak with a lot of guys, man, and they just, reach out, call and say, seeing all the things you've gone through, extremely proud. And the support of that has been, great as well. And really something I appreciate. I've always tried to value, being a good teammate, and, being able to build, good relationships with my teammates. And so to be able to hear from them, even guys I may have played with in, high A ball, short season ball, is really special. And I think that kind of, is the biggest thing that I think I'm able to enjoy is the ability to look back and reflect on those relationships from so far back and how, they're able to reach out now and still celebrate it.
Kyle, you had collected a few awards coming into this one. This is the biggest one of them all. Sleepless nights at all? I mean, any anxiety, anxiousness coming down the stretch the last 72 hours?
No, not for me. I kind of thought that, it would just take care of itself. And I tried to keep my brain just focused on my normal routine. Today got pretty nerve-wracking. I think once 4 o'clock hit, I started to get pretty nervous. I couldn't really eat. I was just kind of on edge a little bit. And, so I think today was when it started to really hit me a little bit.
Well, what was the thing that you wanted to work on most coming into the season? And did you reach your expectations in that area?
I just wanted to be more consistent, with my at-bats. I wanted to have consistently good at-bats, be comfortable working deep in counts, be comfortable putting the ball in play, getting hits, moving the ball around to help the team. And then I wanted to improve defensively. I wanted to make another jump defensively to get back to the level I felt like I could play at. And so I feel like I definitely accomplished that defensively. Now I think there's another level I can go to next year as I've already set my sights forward. But I think, I've accomplished a lot of my goals this year and definitely got the ability to play another full slate of games. It wasn't 162, but out of the games we did play, I was able to be available for all of those. And, that gave me a lot of information moving into next year.
I know you talked about your other
season. Was there a point during the season when you knew that this award was within reach?
I probably had a decent feel for that about halfway through, but ultimately I think I try to just stay in the moment as much as you can. As a baseball player, you're playing every day, so there's not a lot of time to reflect on awards or the end of the season. Especially with our team, we were kind of trying to make a push and see if we could win some games at the end of the year to get into the playoffs. And so that kind of overtook that, and I think, naturally you hear the media, discussions about it, but it kind of overtook it when I was just trying to help the team win.
Kyle, was Rookie of the Year a goal that you actually set for yourself at some point?
It was something that I talked about with my family. That would be a byproduct of accomplishing my personal goals and having a strong year. And I always feel like if I'm able to play a full slate of games, over time, my talent will, start to, shine through, and I'll have some, hot stretches where I'm able to really, do some special things on the baseball field. And so I thought that may have, be a chance, if I get a full slate, I have a chance to put together a strong resume. So it's kind of just more of a byproduct, kind of something I just, was aware of, but I'm just trying to, be the best version of myself.
Not having that full slate, 60 games, was there something at the end where you thought, man, I wish I could have seen more of this, or I wish I would have had a little bit more time to work on that?
Definitely. I definitely, would have liked to just have more games. Naturally, I think I had another hot streak in me coming, so I kind of felt like it would be cool to see what that looked like. But, that'll be there for next year.
Kyle, what are you looking to add on to your game for next year?
A few things defensively. I think arm strength is one. Been getting on a long toss program, improve my arm strength, throw some people out. And then in the box, just continuing to refine, continuing to understand how to use scouting reports, how to use the information that's given pregame. And I think those are kind of my two main areas.
What about base stealing?
Base stealing is something I definitely, have keyed in on, something I think I have the ability to do, with my speed. And so been kind of tapping into that, talking a lot with the base running coaches. That's something that I'm definitely paying attention to.
Well, now that you got this award, you could probably put in a call to Ricky Henderson or Harold Reynolds or somebody like that,
Yeah, I'll get some help from one of the gurus for sure.
They'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Kyle, as an African American that wins this award, and there's another African American that wins the award on the other league, what does this say about the state of the game within our community?
Man, it's special, man. It's really special, and that's something I don't take lightly. And when I was watching the show, I watched Devin Williams, and I had a lot of pride in that. And personally, just because we were able to be on a call together and speak about being Black in baseball, and it's really special to see another, young brother come out and perform at a high level. Man, it's something that we take a lot of pride in, and I know he takes a lot of pride in it as well. And just want to set that example, set that table, for guys who want to reach out to me and ask questions. And I want to be an open book for that. And so the more I'm able to expand my platform and use that platform in the right ways is really special. And I know it's special for him too.
Is there an instance, speaking of the same topic of being an African American in baseball, where you saw somebody succeeding at the game and realized that could be you, and then that one day another young African American can look and say, hey, I want to be that guy?
Absolutely. There's a multitude of those instances, and I wouldn't be able to sit here and name them all to you. You're watching players play in the playoffs. You're going back to Jimmy Rollins with the Phillies, Matt Kemp with the Dodgers, Adam Jones, Ken Griffey Jr. The list goes on and on. Dave Roberts. You got a lot of legendary moments, and me as just a sports fan in general, coming up from a young age, I pay attention to that. I notice those things and definitely try to emulate those. Sit there and watch YouTube videos and see if I'm moving the way that they're moving, and things like that. And so, those kind of moments, there's so many of them, and so many that I appreciate, that I can't single it out. But just as a whole, there's definitely a lot of inspirations that I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to watch.
Hi, Kyle. Congratulations for Rookie of the Year. Since Ichiro Suzuki got the same award, it's been 20 years already. But you have had the experience working together in the spring training last year. What's your thought on that? I mean, it's really not the usual thing. It's a kind of rare thing, though.
Yeah, that is really special. That is special on a number of reasons, and they didn't have to come through this award for that to be special. I think even when I was with him, and just seeing how cool he was. And, that's legendary, status, in the flesh. When you get to be around something like that, it's kind of surreal. It's a little bit eye opening. It's kind of a bizarre experience because you're around somebody who's done so much for the game, at such a high level and for his own country, and then came over to our country and, did that at a high level too, at the highest level. So, that's really special, man. And to be in that company is cool. It's really great. It's something I'm just, grateful for the opportunity to do, and to have had the opportunity to, be on the same field as him. It's something that I remember forever. I tell my friends about it all the time.
Thank you.
Hey, Kyle, there were some people inside the organization and outside even that thought you were moving a lot better on the field this year than maybe even last September. I'm talking about in the outfield, even running the bases, maybe even being more athletic in the box. What changed last winter for you?
Well, I wouldn't say anything changed. I just put my head down and worked harder than I ever worked. 2-3 workouts a day. I worked on my speed and agility, 2-3 times a week. Explosive strength, body control 3 times a week. And so these things just kind of started to pile on. And I felt like when I was able to come back for spring training, it was the most athletic I'd been, and that's just a byproduct of, working all the time, working tirelessly, applying my brain to it, trying to learn different techniques, running techniques, different ways to control my body, different ways to make dynamic movements around the wall and whatnot. So, and just working. I don't have a special answer for that. Just working all the time.
Is this award going to your house? Is this award going along with you, or does moms get the award? Who gets to keep it?
Oh, this one will be with me. I'm keeping this one with me. My parents, they got a few other ones, but I'm keeping this one with me. I got a
Hey, man,
a build. Yeah.
The smile on your mom's face was worth $10 million, and Dad and your boys and everything. That was so great to see. Susan Waldman from the Yankees wrote me to say that she loved your parents as soon as she saw them. She thought you guys were great.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, my mom was shaking over there. She was having a tough time, so it was cool. It was cool to see.
Are you working out? When did you start your workouts? I noticed you posted some videos. Are you working out at DSA again? And is that your plan all off season to stay there and work there, or how do you do your plan?
Yeah. Those are my trainers. I have a strength trainer and a speed trainer there, and that's my team. And I got a lot of faith in them, and we built a great relationship. So I just work out there the whole off season. I started 2 weeks ago. This is week 3 for me. I don't take much time off, and we're smart about the way that we do the program. But I think there's a lot of things I want to improve on, and I'm not going to let that time go by.
Would you take
taking in swings too? You're already taking swings and everything too in the cage.
I take swings, yeah, not aggressively yet. It's still early in the off season as far as swinging, but I take a little bit of swing.
So how much downtime did you take? A couple of weeks tops?
I would say 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Wow.
I did a little mini vacation out in LA, but with social distancing, you can't really, take a major vacation. So I just did a small little vacation and then rested my body for about a week and a half and then started back.
Good for you.